Hey there, friends. Today we're going to read a new story. This one is called Always Be Safe. This story was written by Kathy Schultz, and the pictures were drawn by Catherine Potter. Let's look at the cover of the story and see what we can identify. What do you see on this cover? Let's see, I see a girl, and what is she holding? She is holding a dog. Good. So there's a girl holding a dog, and what is she holding in her other hand? She is holding an umbrella. Excellent. She's holding an umbrella. So here's a girl holding a dog and an umbrella. When do we use an umbrella? Do you know? What kind of weather do we use an umbrella with? The rain. Very good. We use an umbrella when it rains. So do you think maybe it is raining? Let's find out. Let's find out what it means when it says always be safe. Sit using scissors, or you might get hurt. Let's see, what can we see here? What is in this picture? Here I see a little boy, and what is he holding in his hands? He's holding a pair of scissors. We use scissors to cut, and here he's cutting a paper person chain. And what is he doing? He is sitting. He is sitting while cutting. It's very important that we sit when we use scissors, because if we're up walking or running around with scissors and we fall, we might get hurt. So it's important to sit down when using scissors. Wash before eating, or you might eat dirt. What is she doing over here? She is washing her hands. So it is important to wash our hands before we eat, because if we don't, we might eat dirt. Ask before tasting, or you might get sick. Ooh, what can we see in this picture here? I see a little girl who's with her mom, and what is she holding in her hands? Looks like maybe she picked some berries off of a tree. Now, normally when we buy berries at the grocery store, we know we can eat those. But when we see them growing maybe in a park or at school or at a friend's house, we need to ask before eating them, because they might not be good for us. We might get sick. So if we see something growing outside, we ask before eating. Ooh. Check before touching, or you just might stick. What happened here? Here it looks like this person sat down on a bench, but they didn't look before they sat down. On the bench, it had a sign that said wet paint. Somebody had just painted this bench, and now they're covered in paint because they didn't look. Ooh, it says stay with a grown-up, or you might get lost. Here we have a little girl, and she's with, it looks like it might be her dad here. to stay with a grown-up. You don't wander off or run off by yourself. You need to stay with them or you might get lost. We don't want to get lost. Sit in your chair right or you might get tossed. So it's important to sit correctly in our chair. We sit up nice and tall. We don't rock back and forth. We sit nicely because if we rock back too far, we might just fall off. And we don't want to do that because that would hurt. So we sit correctly. Hold on while climbing or you might fall off. Look at this. What is this girl doing? She is climbing a tree. She is climbing a tree. And it says when you're climbing, so like when we're at the playground and we're climbing on the jungle gym or the monkey bars, we need to hold on or we could fall off and get hurt. Zip up your coat or you might start to cough. Ooh, what is the weather like here? What can we see? This is snow. It is snowy. So when it's snowy, is it hot or cold? Good. Snow is cold. So when it is cold outside, we wear a coat. We wear a coat and we zip it up so that we can stay nice and warm. Because if we don't have our coat, we go out in the cold, we might get sick. Ask before petting or you might get nipped. Ooh, what do we see here? We see a dog. There's a dog here. It's important when we see a dog that we don't know that we ask before touching, petting, or getting close to it because the dog might be scared of us and it could bite. So we need to be careful and ask before we touch it. Tie before walking or you might be tripped. What are these right here? These are our shoes. We have shoes that we wear. It's important to make sure our shoelaces, if our shoes have them, that they are tied. Because if they are not tied and we start walking, we might step on those shoelaces and we could trip. Ride with a helmet or you might get lumps. Look, what is he doing? He is riding a bike. He is riding a bike. And what is this he is wearing on his head? He is wearing a helmet. A helmet. We wear a helmet when riding a bike so that if we fall off, we don't hurt our head. We want to protect our head. Buckle your seatbelt or you might get bumps. It's important when we're riding in a car or on the bus or in an airplane or any vehicle that we want to have our seatbelts buckled. Because if maybe someone brakes or stops too fast, you could go forward and get hurt. And you don't want that to happen. So it's important to wear your seatbelt. Always be safe. How can we be safe in a pool? Here they are swimming. How can we be safe in a pool? Maybe we can use a floaty so that we don't sink. Always make sure to swim with a grown-up who can watch us and help us if we get in trouble. Always be safe in whatever you do. So even if it's not in this book, we want to be sure to be safe everywhere we go and in everything we do. Nothing is quite as important as you. We want to be safe because we want you to be healthy and strong and not hurt with bumps or bruises or anything like that. We want you safe. The end. Thank you so much for listening to the story. Maybe we can think of some more ways to be safe in some of the activities that we try at home. All right, friends. I will see you next time. Bye.